Sunshine on the treetops, slowly fading. Sunshine tonight and Shabbos, Queen, we welcome. Such a blessing. Shabbos angels lift our spirits high. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu. Haolam Asher Kidshah Baruch Mitzvotah Mitzvivanu Baruch Lechalik Shel Shabbat Baruch Lechalik Shel Shabbat. Well, the timing was perfect. The sun just went behind Bergen Peak. We can welcome each other and the messengers of peace. Shalom Aleichem.
We used to get food from Islands and then go to Mother's.
I would go to
Venice.
I remember that. No, you put on Venice.
Okay.
Or you can do beaches.
Hold.
So we just turn the sound on Nope.
Okay.
think so. We'll find out.
Okay, let's try again. All right, here we go. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Aseret. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Elyon. Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Olchem l'Shalom Malachi Shalom. Shalom Malachi Elyon. Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Achuni l'Shalom Malachi HaShalom. Shalom Aleichem V'melech HaMelachim HaKadosh Kadosh Baruch Hu. Bless me please with peace before you go. Shem Shalom Malachi Shalom. Shalom Malachi Elyon. Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't even take into wing. Next Shabbos you'll be back again. I know you have to go. Don't even take into wing. Thank you for bringing Shabbos in. Know you have to go. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. So for 400 years, there's been a tradition of going outside on Friday night to welcome Shabbat in the fields. So I hope you're getting a feel of it if you're not outside already. And one of the things I discovered playing with the letters of the word Yisrael is that if you mix the letters up, you get sailor.
Intro. Of a wild raging storm, to work in the service of life and the living, in search of the answers to questions unknown, to be part of the movement, part of the growing, part of beginning to understand. I cannot go back to places you've been to. You've shown us the stories you tell. I could empathize with your spirit.
bonfire, but it's nice. It's because helping keeping me warm here. Yeah. There we go. Oh, we can actually stay standing. So a lot, of course, has happened this week, and it's hard when we can't come together to really process big changes in the world. But we stand together, and we stand with one another, and we also stand with those rallying on behalf of economic and racial justice with Black Lives Matter. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make us true home. Standing up for one another, Black Lives Matter, every soul. See the sharpest light in your eyes, keeping us warm. It's good. It's good to be back home again and create a home for everyone. Sometimes I better feel like a lost friend. Yes, no, it's good to be back home again. Inemato, Inemato, Why end the song? It's so good. Harnessing even sadness, or maybe especially sadness, into holiness. Usually in the morning, filled with sweet belonging, everything is beautiful to see. And even when it's raining, sound of heaven singing, simply joyful music to me. Sometimes I feel like a sad song, like I'm all alone without you. So many different places, million smiling faces, life is so incredible to me. Especially to be near, how it is to touch you. Paradise was made for you and me. Sometimes I feel like a sad song, like I'm all alone I know that life goes on just perfectly. Everything is just the way it should be. Still there are times when my heart feels like breaking. Anywhere is where I'd rather be. Knowing in the night time, know that it's the right time. Hold you close and say, I love you so. To have someone to share with, someone I can care with. That is why I wanted you to know. Baruch atah, Borei Yom V'Layla, Amari Arabi, Ahavat Olam Yisrael, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
6 words of refuge can ease the burden, wrestling to understand why. Open the hand, ear, and heart to listen. Wing getting ready to fly. Fly away. Fly away. Fly away.
Going above the sorry
Fly away.
and full of the worry.
Fly away.
In this whole world, there's nobody not rooted in thee. Nowhere to go, and there's nowhere that we'd rather be.
Turn to each other. Israel, listen. You don't have to go this alone. Listen for laughter and sounds of dancing. Song and the struggle, the toll. Fly away.
Floating above the lonely,
Fly away.
finding my rock, soul to
Fly
fly away.
away. Fly away.
Floating above the lonely,
Fly away.
finding my rock, only fly away.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shem Kevod Malchuto, Ve'olam Va'ed, fly away. Listen, listen, everyone. Listen, Israel. Listen, all Israels. You can love. You can love with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your me'od. Me'od. Maybe John Denver knew what me'od meant. Maybe it means senses. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like a mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol nefshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Come let me love you, ve'ahavta again. La 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 Come let me love you, come love me again. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Come let me love you, ve'ahavta again. Never thought of this as a sort of protest song or a song of liberation, but in the current environment, maybe even country roads can take us to freedom. Almost heaven, taste of freedom, sacred mountain, far from Pharaoh's river. Life is older than the trees, longer than the mountains, rolling like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I've known. Mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I've known before. my memories gather around her. Modest lady, stranger through water, dark and dusty, beating on the sky. This sweet taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country road, take me home. So we're connecting our journey and welcoming Shabbat to the ancestral journeys that go back to Abraham and prior. So this is maybe Abraham's story transposed. He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. Left yesterday behind him, you might say he was born again. Might say he found the key to every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road and hanging by a song. Sarah's love was holding on, and soon there'd be a sun. Life changed fast, though the stars they last so long. On the Colorado Rocky Mountain high, I've seen it rain a fire in the sky. Shadow from the starlight, softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain high, Colorado. Rocky Mountain high, Colorado. He climbed Mariah's mountain, saw silver clouds below, saw everything as far as he could see. And they say that he got crazy once when they offered up a son, and he lost a friend, kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude the forest and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. And his side is turned inside himself as he tries to understand the serenity of the Blue Mountain Lake. On the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I see the rain and fire in the sky. Shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. His life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows the fear of the simple things he cannot comprehend. The stars that can't be counted, they can guide you on the dark. Reach your shoulder, lighting the way to promised land. On the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I see the rain and fire in the sky. Up to God, listen to the canary cry. I don't ask about deep down. I don't ask about deep down. I don't ask if I die deep down. I don't ask if I die deep down. I don't ask if I die, if I die deep down. My mouth will sing your praises. My mouth will sing your praises. Colorado Rocky Mountain High, we can see it in the fire in the sky. Talk to God, listen to the kind of reply. So it's a big weekend, a full weekend. This Friday, June 19th, this Juneteenth, where we celebrate with the Black community the liberation of slaves from Texas, but also breathe and mourn and recognize the journey yet to go. In this Shabbat, we read the story of a different rebellion that didn't go so well. And maybe there's a lesson or two we can take from Korach and his band of icicles. I say icicles because Kerach means ice. So Korach teaches us how not to do a rebellion, how not to do a protest. They came in numbers, Korach, with 250 other leaders, totally kosher. Vayakumu, and they got up and they rose before Moses, the leader at the time, completely kosher. Vayaklu al Moshe Aharon, they gathered al Moshe, could be against, it could be above Moses and Aaron, maybe kosher. And they said, you've got too much power. Speaking truth to power, that's kosher. And then they said, everyone is holy. All of us. Hashem is with them. Kulam Kiddoshim, all of us are holy. Completely kosher. And then they said, Madua titnasu al kahal Hashem. So why did you appoint yourselves over this community? Now this is where it goes really not kosher. Because Korach assumes in this statement malicious intent on behalf of the leader, on behalf of the authorities. Instead, we are taught to presume good intentions, to judge on the side of merit, dan lekaf zechut. Look at the motives of one another, of police officers or politicians or peaceful protesters or even of looters. We simply do not know what the motive is. We don't even really know what our own motives are most of the time. How dangerous is it for us to judge the motives of others? The second piece that's problematic about Korach's protest is that he actually isn't speaking the truth on that line. He starts out great. Everyone's holy. You don't need too much power. But then he says, you appointed yourselves, and that's not true. Moses and Aaron didn't appoint themselves. In fact, each of them were reluctant to take on the roles that were given to them. In the Black Lives Matter protests, systemic racism means that we are all wittingly and unwillingly reinforcing racial bias and injustice. All of us. Not just law enforcement, not just certain politicians. Some of us more overtly than others, to be sure, and those acts should be called out. But there is nothing wrong with a good rebellion. In fact, our tradition, our community, our faith is rooted in rebellion. Abraham rebels against the idolatry and exploitation of his generation. He spoke out against the loss of innocent life, protesting God's stated plans at Sodom and Gomorrah. He says, will the God of justice not do what is just? Moses even protests against God, or Abraham. And Moses, too, could not stand idly by and allow injustice of slavery to continue. He strikes down a slave master, and later faces Pharaoh himself, demanding the freeing of slaves, a radical change to the laws of the land. Neither Moses nor Abraham were directly threatened by the oppression and injustice that they witnessed. Still, they took a stand on behalf of others. And so should we. But not as the rebel Korach did, casting dispersions on the current leaders and presuming ill intent. We can do this the right way. And it's not just with songs that we protest. But tonight, we use songs to bring together and welcome a day of rest, of reprieve, of taking stock and being whole as we are, appreciating things as we are. We take that cue from nature. Thinking lately about my lifestyle, all the things I've done, how it's been. I can't help believing that the little offerings make a difference in the now and at the end. Oh, my life's been good to me, still so much to do. So many things my mind has never known. Like to sing a song or two, like to lend a hand, dance across the mountains on the moon. And to say it now, this is a good life all in all. Really fine, have a chance. Here by the fire and watch the evening tide with turning now to bend and bow. We talk of poems, prayers and promises, and things that we believe in. Sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday, and what about tomorrow? What about the dreams and all the memories we share? Inu leshabea, adom hakol. La tekinu la leon serveshit. Natalan torat emet, Chaye olam nata b'tocheinu. And bend and bow. Anachnu korim umishtachavim B'pnei melech hamalachim. Katu bayom hahu Yi Adonai echad Ha'echad hu shemo echad. We have to say it now. This is a good life all in all. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around. We rise here by the fire and watch the evening tide. All our friends standing with us, and down to bend and bow. From the poems, prayers and promises, and things that we believe in. What it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday, and what about tomorrow? Memories we share. Three cheers for Tara for staying warm,
Thank you for the
singing in the cold.
Sherry's hands.
So I'll offer a prayer for healing. We should take our time with this. If you have a name you'd like to include, please do put it in the chat, or you can unmute and say it aloud if you like. Misha Berach Abotenu Abraham Yitzchak Yaakov Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah. May the Holy One who blessed our ancestors bless us at this time during this global pandemic where everyone is at risk of illness. And may we connect with and lift up these names for healing. David Salzman, Eileen Salzman, Judy Sherman, Angela Fitzgerald, Edward Cohen, Jeffrey Gersom, Jennifer Smaldone, Cameron Hopping, Ken Schneider, Jackie Evans, the mother of Judy Regensteiner, Carolyn Orman, Linda Fogel, Jane Conrad, Kate Blenker, Skip Evans, Sandra Burnfield, Terry Noonan, Lawrence Fox, Linda Goldstein, Lou Meltzer, Margie Worster, Madeline Schneiderman, Annette DeAngelis, Gerald Bloom, Karen Batayelet, Deborah Shibbolhut, Scott Lawrence, Sally Feeder, Robin Amadei, Jerry Goldberg, Kate Olson, Adam Jordani, Megan Patrick, Marilyn Leader, Jody Lappin, Bonnie Duchelle, Lori Feldstein, and Ron Kleban. Other names to include Lynn Weingart, Eileen Frisch, Ralph Schilter, Diane Merritt, Ava Diaz, Teresa Frankel. May those we've named and those we hold in our hearts, and all of us, and healthcare workers and first responders be protected, and all of us be granted the healing of body and the healing of spirit. And may the earth remind us what it means to be whole and connected. Then Omar, let us say, Amen. So, of course, too many have died of COVID-19 and of the impacts of our hospitals and being potentially overcrowded, and people not going to the hospital because of the risk of contagion. And we mourn with the whole world the loss of lives. We also mourn with the families who have had recent lives connected to Beth Evergreen, Sandy's cousin Arnold Culver, Amy's father Morty Vogel, Amy's sister Sally Gendler, Cindy's mother May Savage, our dear friend Howard Sigmund, Irene's mother Miriam Clerman, Lisa's mother Susan Goldman, Nero Roth, Larry's father, Steve Wolkowitz, Stacy's stepbrother, and Arthur Bernstein, Steve's brother, and Vanessa Worthen, Alan's wife. The yard sites from this week that we're aware of are Gertrude Weinfeld, Harry Nevins, and Beatrice Baum-Wheel. Zichronam Libracha, may their memories be for a blessing. If you'd like to unmute or put in the chat other names to include for Kaddish, please do so now. Shirley Bernstein, John Fragan, and Joseph Merritt. So we'll do a Kaddish in song. If you are recalling a yard site or an anniversary, if it's your custom, if you'd like to stand for those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, please do so. The stars will shine brightly now, the moon is on the rise. The souls of those who've come and gone, reflecting in our eyes. Song to kiss our tears away, and give us back a smile. That gratitude, joy, peace, and rest can stay with us a while. Yitkadav Yitkadash Shemir Babrichu Be'am Adivrach Yirtei Be'am Lich Mavutei V'chayechon et Yovichon Chayidecho Beit Yisrael Agalav Yisman Kalim Be'imeru Amen Amen Yehei Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpahar v'yishromam v'yitnaseh v'yitzmatah v'yitkalam שמדקו דשאביכו לעלמי הכל. או ברכתה ושירתה ושמחתה ונחמתה תמירה וימה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וחיים עלינו ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום שלום במרומיו עושה שלום הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ושלום על כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום שלום במרומיו עושה שלום הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ושלום כל יושבי תבל. Stars are shining brightly now, the moon is on the rise. The souls of those who've come and gone are reflecting in our eyes. A song to kiss our tears away, give us back a smile. Let gratitude, joy, peace, and rest can stay with us a while. Goodbye again. It's been so good to be with you. Goodbye again. Echoes of your voice help me try again. Remembering your face, lifting up your name to let you know. Oh, say shalom, shalom b'mamav. Oh, say shalom, oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ya kol Yisrael, ve'yakom al yoshvei tevel. Imru amen, amen. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. I don't know if Eve is on the line, maybe to share a few announcements if she's there.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey. Hi, Eve.
Hello, Eve. Hi, everybody. Shabbat shalom. So good to see everybody, even virtually. And first off, I want to say thank you to the Adanoff Family Band. I don't know if they can hear me over there, but thank you so, so much. You guys are terrific. And also to Tara for singing tonight. It was beautiful. We look forward to seeing everybody starting in July. We will open up the building, yay, for in-person visits and services and meetings. So please come in person if you feel comfortable. We will still continue to do everything we're doing virtually, so you can also continue to log in and contribute and participate as well. Please mark your calendars for July 8th. That is our annual meeting. This year, we're going to also have a town hall. We really want to hear and see you and have you ask questions, and we want to also release the strategic plan. So that will be exciting. So we hope to see you then. So we hope everybody is well, and please take care. We'll see you soon.
We have some new folks. Please do introduce yourself, maybe in the chat if we haven't maybe seen you before. If you want to try to connect with one another as much as we can virtually. And both because we live in a beautiful place and because of the reduced risk of being outside, we're going to try to do the services that we do, of course, in the coming months outside as much as possible. So this was a sampling of that to see if we could figure out how to do the Zoom outside. So there's been lots of people helping to do things for one another, and in our age, we are all Shabbos Goyim, making things happen together. So here's a fun, maybe hopefully fun song to close with, and get yourself clapping, okay? Well, gotta get tea. Well, life instead of kind of laid back ain't much an old Shabbos girl that me can't hack. So they rise early in the sack. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Simple kind of life never did me no harm. Flicking switches for the Jews, beats working on the farm. My days are filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Got me fine wine, got me old fiddle. Even on Shabbos, got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Well, work's all done, the sun's setting low. Pull out my fiddle and I rock the bow. Bad says no, so keep kind of low. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Well, I play solid good and all day. Good until I work, let it very good. Just do when I can, work when I should. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Well, they got me a fine wine, got me old fiddle. Even on Shabbos, got cakes on the grill. I ain't nothing but a funny riddle. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. I wouldn't trust me like no diamond or jewel. Never was when I put money on your feet. Rather have a fellow, you the one to break the rules. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. When you show cop, but you can't be seen. I can be a driving into the Sunday to show just exactly what I mean. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Well, it got me a fine wine, got me old fiddle. Even on Shabbos, got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Yeah, got me a fine wine, got me old fiddle. Even on Shabbos, got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Woo! Thank God I'm a Shabbos boy. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for being a part of this celebration. We're eager to join you. I also see Ruth Gendler on from California, and she and I will be doing a class on beauty in July. So keep an eye out for that, and join us for that.
Shabbat Shalom from sunny Florida,
What's that?
where it's raining.
Yay, people from Florida. Sure, we will, please do to connect with people either by chatting or unmuting, and we can see what kind of chaos we can create on Zoom to be in lieu of our chaotic oneg that isn't happening. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and happy Father's Day for those celebrating fathers and this is the longest Shabbos of the year, the summer solstice Shabbos. So make it a long, beautiful day in the coming hours. So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Early happy
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, family.
Oh, Tara, very cute.
Thank you, Jamie.
Hi. Hi.
Tara.
Do it. Great.
So it's that.
And what minutes of that?
They're all Zoom clients.
Love the fire.
Yeah,
Guys,
A little Colorado.
little hodgepodge.
there's a whole lot of
Stand
things
by
you
the
can't
fire.
do when you do that. But
California. Hey, Ruth,
yeah, we got to come over.
you see that? That's Tara. Catch you later.
Jay, I saw you kind of clapping along. Did you think that
So is this,
That was fun.
I put it all back in the refrigerator.
Oh, I didn't do Kiddush in most of it.
And stays here. This is my little Dunbeck.
Orders of magnitude. Shucking the drums. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I should do this more often.
You sing and stoke the fire, and what don't you do?
Laundry.
It's actually good.
No, I do.
Okay, I hate to say it. but it's actually
It was
good.
nice to have like a human face to look at you.
Well,
Yeah,
you had a bunch of family over I find.
Artie Carroll was on.
Yeah.
Mary, of course, was on.
yeah. Oh, Mary was? Oh,
Paul
good.
Grantchester was on. Scott left. Jerry Scott was on.
Doing what
I
it's
can't
doing.
believe it is it.
Who else?
It's so weird that Carol and
Julia was on. Julia Schiller.
Julie. Oh, yeah. Not Ben. I guess he's.
Sam was there,
Oh, he was there too.
but you know, I only see the names.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Okay. So,
But I saw Ben.
okay.
So yeah, so I mean, you had your whole fan club going.
Holy
You could have a million people. Right.
I'm going to be very curious to
This
see
is okay. Thank you.
post-pandemic
Thank you for
what happens with people expecting to be able to join.